that will benefit the situation, you know?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man. So we're gonna move on to a fun fact and something that we rarely talk about. But so what was your experience playing with Dog? Because we both played with Snoop at two different phases. So it was like what was your experience? Like, and
I mean, dude, for me, like Snoop, that was my first like real sort of gig. Like I had already kind of been doing little stuff, rehearsing with the Clark sisters and stuff like that in the gospel scene, but that whole tour got canceled. And this is when I was still in high school. And when I moved to LA, I was 19, and I didn't start playing with Snoop until I got the call when I was 20. And the first tour I went on, I literally had just turned 21. And, I'm from Flint, Michigan, man. So I'm from farmland, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was a culture shock, right?
Oh,
I'm from Philly,
man.
but I'm from Philly going to do an LA gig. And I was like, this is a different culture, but I like it. Like,
it was cool. It was cool, man, but it was a lot that I had to learn, and it was a lot of stuff that I saw in movies and stuff like that oh, wow.
Similarities.
Man, it was crazy, man. But one thing I love so much about Snoop, man, is he never made anybody feel like they had to be somebody that they're not.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, like, he had a lot that he could relate with everybody. He could relate, to people with, like, I mean, me and this dude, we would have like these battles every now and then of who knew more music. So I would come up and be like, I bet you ain't heard this Chick Corea record. And he'll be like, nah, I got that. That's Return to Forever. I bet you ain't heard this Tower Power record. And I'll be like, nah, that's Rocco Prestia.
And I think that's the one thing people don't understand, that if you played for Snoop and you lasted for a while,
oh man,
that means you
learned some stuff, man.
You learned some stuff, and you must have been intriguing enough, because he likes intriguing people too.
He does. You know what
I'm saying? Like, he likes to
particular
feel like
with who he wants around him and stuff like that. And that's and the thing about it is, the other thing I love about him is you could have played with him back in the early 90s. And if you played for him for a while back then, 9 times out of 10, he may have had 12 different bands, but he gonna end up calling them same people from back then, like doing this, like I did a reunion tour. Yeah, I did a reunion tour with him. What was it? 3 years ago now, and he ended up having RC from Dallas. And like RC was one of the dudes back in like the early 2000s. Yeah, like so. And then there was a tour we did some years ago. Carlos wasn't there, rest in peace. And Sput came out. And Tehran was there, and so Tehran and Sput sometimes was swapping drums or whatever, but then Tehran started playing percussions, and then RC came back and Sput went to keys, and I mean, dude, it was just like, man, this is great. You know what I'm saying? This is cool that they even can do this,
Yeah, that's like playing for Snoop is like going to the same high school with certain people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like y'all got, like, we can all take like a high school reunion picture together, and it's like, it's all love. Like, that's what's
man. It's so true, man.
Let's talk about, because a lot of people don't know. Hey, listen, people, when I'm in Japan, or when I was in Japan a lot, but this guy right here, this was my guide. This guy was my guide, literally. Talk to them about just like your love and experience with the culture and just.
Man, I mean, dude, I've been a nerd for Japan since I was 4 years old. When I first saw Ninja Turtles, the first movie, and Master Splinter got to talking about Huoko Saki and all this kind of stuff, and ninjas and Japan, like that was the kicker for me. And then I started watching anime and stuff, so I just got like totally into the culture, man. Sumo is like my favorite sport and all this kind of stuff. Like, dude, I'm literally, me and my wife been talking about Japan every day, bro. I cannot wait to go back out there and see Yoshi and them
Yeah.
Big Yoshi,
Shout out
Lil
to those
Yoshi.
guys.
Yeah, like everybody, man. I can't wait to see everybody, man. It's just something about that place, man. You already know the food. Thank you for also taking me to Ikanari Steak. I appreciate that. You and Rashad taking us there because you got us sold on that.
Man, hey, listen. We all, and I think that's cool though, to be able to teach each other like friends about places in a whole nother country.
Oh man, yeah.
And I think that's what builds the legacy and the brotherhood and the friendship that we all seem to maintain. And it's not like a seem to in a bad way, but it's just like I can't see it any other way. You know what I mean? Especially with certain people. I call it the pre-internet generation.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't really have much of the internet to rely on when it came to certain things. So there wasn't a Google to see the ratings. There wasn't a, you know, we just was figuring it out as we was traveling. Like just walk, get lost, ask how to get back to the hotel. Hopefully your hotel building was tall enough and you could see it and walk back. Like
that's the way.
That's all you had. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's like a mental note you want to leave for some of the people watching that may, you know, they might be just trying to find their way, or they want to figure out. I know Bubby does a lot of videos and a lot of teaching guys. Look online, man. Talks about speed and how incredible he's. You know, because he's great. But he teaches those things too. But outside of the stuff that they can find on their own, because research too. But outside of that,
and I know, right? I mean, if there was anything, boy, the information is definitely out there. But as far as mental stuff, man, something I talked to a lot of my musician homies about, and just my family, man, my wife. Count your blessings every day if you got to, man. You know, with everything that's happening in life, man, I mean, I can't stress this enough. Things can be so bad, man, but, you know, I look at this. It was a doctor, man, from India back in like February. He said in the next few months, many Americans will have the privilege of being able to stay in their homes and, you know, watch TV and this, that, and other. And he said, he started naming like all the stuff that we've experienced. You know, we got stay home, just go to our grocery store, come back, watch Netflix and this, that, and other. And he said, there's so many Indian people that won't have that same privilege. You know, like people that can't find food, people that you just can't go to no grocery store. You don't have TV and stuff like that. And if you just, sometimes, man, I'll just sit and I'll just take a look and I'll just say, man, thank you, Lord, for all of this, you know, because it's somebody out there right now that's going through something that's so crazy, but they probably still, they may have a smile on their face still. So, you know, like, I feel like if we do that, man, we'll be able to cope with the trials and tribulations that life brings us daily. You know what I'm saying? I know that probably was like super left.
No. You know what's crazy and what's great is I just love that we give different perspectives because, again, we are the people some people look up to. You know what I mean? And it's like everything's not just about those notes, because by the end of the day, right now, what are people doing? You know, you're playing notes in your home, but you're mental. Like, you know, I'm grateful just because I get to spend more time with my family. Like, you know, I'm in 5 places at once just virtually because I'm just like, you know, and it's really cool. And again, I think, first of all, people, we will talk forever because me and Bubby, that's just my bro. We'll start talking about food and getting things. So we're going to cut this short in a minute. But what I'm about to say is I really appreciate just the fact that, like, even with us being home, like, Zoom has been, like, incredible. I've been on Zoom with, like, 25 family members. I'm DJing. Like, everybody's birthday, we have a 1-hour Zoom party, sometimes 2-3 hours. And then if it's like the whole family, the older family, we'll set one for 5 o'clock. With, you know, everybody get on, and then we'll have another one at like 10 for us, you know. Like, it's pretty cool, though. So it's like, again, it's the half and half thing. Like, I want to get out and see my people, but I also, you know, I'm making the best out of it. And,
just make the best
shout
of
out to
it,
Roland
man.
for this platform, allowing us to
thank you, Roland.
Do what we do. So,
absolutely.
Bro, before we get out of here, like I said, thank you for always being you. We're going to continue to always be us and build, bro. Man, I don't know. We're just going to end it here. Bubby Lewis, the one and only. Yes.
Man, the mayor, I appreciate you, man. I love you, man. Thank
Love
you,
you so much.
Roland. Thank you, everybody that's working behind the scenes. And I miss all of y'all, man. Let me just say that I miss every last one of y'all, and I can't wait till we can get in a room together and open up all the jars of peanut butter and just, you know what I'm saying? Just
And
go.
pork rinds.
Yeah, and pork rinds and cheese whiz, like
Cheese whiz.
eating cheese. Let's go to Korean barbecue. I can't wait till we can do all that, man.
Let's do it.
Y'all be safe, man. I love y'all so much. You have no idea.
Peace.
For real.
I miss you. I love you. I miss you. I love you. Been so long. Seems like yesterday. I miss you. I love you. Oh, I miss you. I love you. Been so long since you went away. I know you couldn't stay. I'll keep holding on. I'll keep holding on. Oh, I'll keep holding on. 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 I'll keep
Yes, shout out to Bubby and Janae featuring on that amazing song. It's always good to have music that explains how you feel and when we're going through different things and when we have loved ones lost and the memories we have. So, speaking of memories, next up is one of my hometown heroes, my big homie. I grew up as a drummer, so of course, I always looked up to this guy. He has signature everything, and he's just an amazing guy. Amazing. He's played with Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson, Usher. You know it. You know him. You know everything he's done. Give it up for my bro, Brian Fraser Moore. BFM.
BFM, Brian Fraser Moore, my bro. What's up with you?
What's happening?
Sticking with it, doing what we got to do. Being creative, collaborating, doing what we got to do. I see y'all see that setup. That's because he teach lessons. He do sessions. Listen, you got to get it together. So what you been up to? I know I just said it, lessons and recording, but I want you to elaborate a little more.
Yeah, so I've been, I started my online service about 5 or 6 years ago. And so during this time of Corona, it's kind of crazy how it all flipped for me and you as well. And a lot of my brothers I know, they're taking this time to really to apply things to their audience.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been doing lessons. We do Skype lessons. We do Zoom lessons. We have good studio sound so people can hear it. I've been doing video consultations, phone consultations, BFM sessions. I've been recording records, sending them back, a couple of movies and a few artists that are coming out. So throughout all of this, I'm trying to find more ways. And I also have a podcast that I've been trying to promote and did 3 of the podcasts all together. Mm-hmm. So pretty much diving into the online thing because that's where we are, to be honest.
And well, from what I've seen, a lot of those podcasts are some of the most legendary groups of people at one time that it would probably be tough to kind of do that in person to get those people for their schedules to align to be able to do it. But yeah, so salute to that because you, like I told you before, you are getting some of the most legendary people to be on it, and it's like I said, it's incredible because you're teaching history. And I think that was a big part of the blessing and the curse of the internet, because with the internet, people have a choice of what they wanted to learn. But before the internet, you had a choice, but you really didn't have a choice because there weren't a million people with DVDs and with VHS tapes. So we all had to watch Dennis. We had to watch Dave Wecker. Yeah. We had to watch video. They were the only ones that was getting the video. Yeah. You had to have, and it was just if you didn't have the video, you left out. You know what I'm saying? And even far as your legacy, if you don't know that, you make me want a drum solo or at least know how it start and end. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of history, just drum history and music history, and like I said, I think it's cool that, not taking advantage of it, but like you said, you started this a few years ago. I built my studio a few years ago. So we kind of,
absolutely,
honestly, I want to say we kind of thought this was our end game. When we got tired of being on the road, I think this is a fast forward flash of hey guys, get ready. All right, no. Y'all can go back to touring. All right, now go experience the world. And I think people will have be a little more grateful for the experiences, coming out of this. But I think, like I said, I think it was a flash to the past or of the future of this is what it's going to be. I just hope people don't get too comfortable. It's hey, I figured out how to make a lot of money from home. I don't really want to do that to her.
That's the gift and curse about it. And you're right, man. Going back to the podcast is really just about people that you never really hear stories from. So my next one, and I can say it on here, I'm putting together Dennis Chambers, Omar Hakeem, Will Kennedy, Cat Rogers, and myself. And then I'm going to have a keyboard one, and then I have a real estate one. My friend Kofi, who's a part of $1 Million Listings, he's going to do one. And then it's really just about people, while they have the time, to be able to hear stories, or you might get some gems, or it might actually help you with you going through now. If you look at one of your heroes and hear that they didn't have much money and they went through a downtime, right? That might be some kind of But so that's what the podcast is about. And to your other point, yeah, if I figure out, which I'm finding out, if I figure out that I can make a whole lot of money at home.
Yeah, I think I would. I'm mentally fast forwarding a few months from now, and my hope is that I can blend the two. You know,
Yeah.
I think we're getting all good at this as far as sound and with mics and lighting and that whole thing. It's going to be a whole demographic of us having this set up in our hotel rooms and dressing rooms. Like, yo, can y'all be careful? Can y'all be quiet in front of the bus? I'm trying to do this show. You like the back lounge locked down, like booking out the back lounge of the bus. Like, you know, I think there's a way to do both. Like, I just think this, like I said, is giving us a fast forward of letting people know, like, you know, this is the biggest time I've ever seen so many people collaborate together that probably wouldn't ever collaborate in life, you know? And I think,
exactly,
like I was saying before, when I was talking to Sheed about it and Drake, and it's just like, this is the time people are supposed to build relationships, hone in on relationships, like, you know,
absolutely,
check in on people, see how people are doing. Like, you know, in the dating world, like, if you're trying to holler at a girl, you just ain't gonna fast forward to marriage. Like, you know, hey, how are you? Thinking of you. Like, it's a relationship, and like, you have to build the relationships. And I think that's what people, just across the board, not even in the music industry, I think that's where people kind of begin to fail when they don't continue relationships. You know, the moment you get somebody's business card is the moment the relationship starts.
Yeah.
So I think that's another thing. I think people, you know, building relationships is important.
That's a huge thing, bro. And you hit it on the head. And just to piggyback off of that, it's always about relationships. And like you said, especially now, where we're kind of limited in what we can do, relationships. Now is the time. Build your relationships. Reach out to people. Touch people. See how their family is doing. Don't make music the forefront of everything, because then it makes you look that way. So genuinely just care about people. And this is the time to join together, not the time to hate on each other and cause confusion. I'm just going to be quite honest while I'm here. I'm kind of tired of it. It's kind of played out. It's not going to stop my hustle. It's not going to stop the grind. You're never going to be able to do it because it's in my heart and God gave it to me. So I mean,
the reality of it is, when you do something or anyone does anything, you do it because you want to do it. If you're hating on me, I'm pretty sure I wasn't worried about you when I did this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, that's how I think about, like, just when it comes to playing, when it comes to production, when it comes to anything, like, I don't really care what your thought is. You know, I do it because I love it. You know, I was talking to somebody about releasing music, and they were just like, well, you know, I'm just scared about this. And I'm just like, listen, do you love it? Do you feel good about it? When you hit bounce or export on the last mix, did you feel good about it? All right, that's what happens. Like, everybody's not going to like what you do. That's fine.
No.
That's fine, but I guarantee you, like, just like as like far as a musician, you know, like as a drummer, like, if somebody's hating on somebody, like, oh yeah, they good, but you know, like, they not good at, like, you know, electronics. All right, cool, but I'm sure that person's not focusing on you hating about their using electronics. Absolutely. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that person might take pride in the fact that, you know, that they play to a click better than you using all the tricks. Like, you know, it just depends. Like, you don't never know what a person's, what they take pride in as far as what they represent. So when people bash certain parts of a person, it's like, bro, I'm not even worried about that part that you even talking about. I don't even care about that. I'm in a whole nother thing. And then, you know, have these platforms, they don't take the platform to help the next or show people, you know, it's like you showing people that this is possible, but it's like, all right, while you're bashing, like, if you know how to do that and that person's bad at that, why don't you come at them with love? Like, yo, bro, listen, I noticed that was kind of like suspect. Like, I think you should, you know, do that.
Absolutely. That takes us back to the way we grew up.
Yeah.
That's the way we were when we were younger. We so family, we so tight. Yeah, I could be like, yo, hey, Dre, that beat, that snare sounds terrible. Or, I don't know if I like that chord. And that is the relationship part of it. And that's fine. I have no problem with that. but it got a little different seasoning on when people are trying to.
Well, because the like I said, the blessing and curse of the internet in the digital world is that even if you say you DM somebody in love, like, yo, bro, like that was a dope video, but I think if you switch the camera settings to this, it'd be crazy. Now, it could go two ways. Yo, bro, thank you so much, and that be the end. Thank you, bro, so much. Forward DM screenshot. Yo, look what so-and-so said. They just, you know, so it's just, you know, I think now, like, we are to the point where it's just like, we do it out of love. Hopefully it's received out of love. If it's not,
Absolutely.
I don't know what to do. I did this out of love, you know?
Yeah. And as long as we do it, that's our plan to do it, and whoever takes it. Fine.
Right. So tell the people about the BFM brand and like the consultations and everything you got going on.
Okay, so BFM consultations came about because just like you and all of us, throughout my whole life, I've been touring for 27 years. And I've only started BFM World about 5 or 6 years ago. So 21 years I've been giving out advice through my experiences. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm the guy that knows everything, because we're all learning each day, but sometimes sharing your experiences or giving insight to someone who may be thinking too much or putting too much into it. Relax, this is that, build relationship. So consultations are really just about that person that inquires about whatever they want to have help with. Mm-hmm. It could be studio set. I had one guy say, Brian, I went and did a session, and the engineer said, my snare sound like shit. And he was like, I just don't know what to do. And I said, okay, tune it. Did you tune it according to the essence of the record? Did you make sure like your drums were okay? And you'd be surprised at how many people don't.
Because some people just go in. I mean, we used to do that back in the day, though. Like, you get that snare. Once it's tuned how you like it. No, this snare sounds like this.
Absolutely. But it's like putting a piccolo on Love and Happiness. You know, it's like, it's not the essence of the record. So
it's not the essence of the record. Now, if you want to do your own thing, then you do your own thing. The only person that can get away with it, America probably get away with it. But, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but even to his credit, he's such a professional and he's such a scientist.
Yo, bro, I knew he was a genius, but I really, like, when I started doing shows with the Roots and like being at Fallon all the time, and it's just like, okay, so this guy is gonna record with that snare, and then he's gonna go back and play the verses with that snare. Okay, absolutely. Okay, in the middle of the show, he's gonna play these 5 songs with this snare. He's gonna use this snare on. I was like, I get it. I get it. But I just didn't know. I didn't know.
And people judge. You can always tell where a person is by how they judge. So anyone that thinks, and I've heard it countless times, that, Questlove is not a good drummer. I see you. I see exactly where you are. You got to be careful to that.
But again, that's back to what I was saying. That's a person judging a part of his playing that he does not acknowledge. He's not about to say, oh yeah, I got all the chops, I got all that he don't care about that. I guarantee he gonna groove you out of this world for hours straight.
Absolutely. And then turn around and go to one of his 5 restaurants that he has, and then turn around as he's the musical director for Jimmy Fallon, and then you can talk about Ringo Starr, about how good you think he wasn't, and you can talk about all these people, and they worth $300 million. So it's like, it's this movie called Training Day with Denzel Washington.
Oh, yeah. That's my jam.
He says, do you want to go to jail or you want to go home?
Right.
What do you want to do? If you want to be a great chopping drummer, then do that. It's amazing. I've lived on this earth long enough to know that supporting your family is hard to come through when you take that aspect. So whatever you want to do, please do it. But let's all support each other. Okay, let me get back to it. So BFM consultations is really just about uplifting people, giving them the tools of what they need. We're blessed to be in experiences where we work with you can call John right now on the phone. You can talk to him. People will never have that opportunity, so they don't know how people are. So this is what we do. And on top of that, we do job placement. We've had 7 people hired on professional gigs from these consultations. So I connect them to my current connect, hashtag unselfish, to my current connects so that they can have a chance to breathe and live the life that they want to live.
Right.
And that's what it's about.
And in that you get to build relationships with these people, so you get to learn who they are and deal with them. And, I mean, especially if you do more than one with them, you know what their energy is. Like even digitally, you can feel people's energy and where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might uplift their spirit for the day.
Yeah,
you know?
I think so. Like I said, but that's relationship. That's building relationship. Like you're not going to recommend somebody for anything that you don't feel like you have a good enough relationship. Like regardless, trust is everything. You know.
Absolutely. So
yeah, well,
you know,
before we get out of here, I want to shout out BFM. This is my bro. I'm telling you, I am buying a BFM Signature Series snare because you gotta sign it because you are a living legend. You always gonna be a living legend, Philly hero, big bro, and you already know how we rock. But thank you for being on here, bro. Everybody, stay tuned. We're gonna do a Roland at Home corner. We're gonna do a video. We're gonna do something. We got to do something. It'll be a minute. We're going to put it on Instagram. But we're going to do something. But thank you, bro. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Over and out.
My dude.
People all over the world, rise up. We got a story to tell. The best is still yet to come. Because we're children of the Most High God, and we belong to the King. Come on, everybody, let's sing. We are a chosen generation. We've been called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. We are a chosen generation. Called for to show His excellence. Yeah. All I require for life, God has given me, and I know I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter what you see now. Can't you see his glory? 'Cause I know who I am. Take a look at me, I'm a wonder. It doesn't matter what you see now. Can't you see his glory? 'Cause I know who I am. Lift your voice and say, ooh, yeah. I know who I am. Everybody say, yeah. I know. Everybody say, we give you praise, 'cause we know Jesus, you brought us with a price, and we're so grateful. Yeah.
Man, shout out to my bro Brian Frasier Moore. Like I said, he's a hometown hero. Not just because of his playing, but everything he does. He does a lot of things to help out the community and the next generation. You can too. So just donate, sponsor a child. You may not play drums, but you have somebody that likes to play drums. So they can get a consultation, they can get some lessons, Again, give back, because that's what we like to do. Next up, my people from Canada. Give it up for Elijah and Jamie. Before they come, listen, we got on a call with this meeting and interview, and all I can say, it was amazing to build a nice friendship with these amazing individuals. So here we go, Elijah and Jamie. What's up, guys? What's going on?
What's up? What's up? Good to see you, man.
Good to see you. Hello. What's going on? How's the weather? What's going on? What's new?
Oh man, the weather's 10 out of 10. Can't even complain. Doesn't even feel like quarantine when the weather's this nice,
I'm hating. I got good weather in Philly, but it'll never be like outside of Philly. I don't know any other way to put it. Like outside of Philly, the weather is always just like,
It's kind of just
know.
yeah. I mean, it's like it's sunny and probably 85 here today, so I'm way too sunburned. I look more sunburned in these lights because I got those whack LED strips in here that are now red. They look red, so
yeah.
I'm sunburned.
So,
I got the green. I got the green going on.
Oh yeah,
I got the green going on too. You see?
I mean, I gotta switch it up. I gotta get on this.
Yeah, you gotta get green.
You gotta get the green. You gotta get the green. We with the green. Just saying.
I look a little sick, but whatever. It's all good.
I know. I'm gonna look sick now.
It's all good. It's all good.
You look
What have you guys been up to keep the creativity flowing? And what have you been checking out online, or movies, TV shows, or is it the weather keeping you happy?
I mean, we've been doing a lot of everything. Jamie and I are lucky enough to be writers as well. So we kind of write and produce for other people as well as doing our own stuff. So we've been busy. I know James has been writing a lot of top lines for a lot of people. I've been producing for a lot of people, and we got a bunch of stuff for our project as well. It's kind of nice when you have that as an outlet. I look around at the people that I'm living with, and I'm I feel bad for you, even though they do have their jobs. They're just kind of chilling. There's nothing for you to do all day, and for us, thank God, we have creativity to sort of keep us occupied at all minutes of the day.
Well, what's your creativity? What are you doing? How are you feeling about that, Jamie? What you doing?
Yeah, same thing. I think it's just not putting pressure on myself anyway to create. I think that it's trying to normalize this whole thing as much as we possibly can, and realizing that it's the exact same as every other period in our lives, where you wake up some days you feel creative, and you wake up some days and you want to binge watch Pretty Little Liars all day, or maybe that's just me. But I just,
right.
It just depends. And Elijah, I know you're binge watching.
Yeah,
or whatever.
For sure.
But it's just one of those things. And for me, as Elijah was saying, it's lucky that we're able to have that. We have the ability to take it day by day and wake up and do what we love, or to wake up and do what everyone else is doing and chill.
Right.
It's 24 hours at a time.
Have you been finding yourself collaborating with more people around this time?
I mean, like, yeah, like weirdly so. I mean, like I'm mixing a few projects that I don't think would have come through based on like the world running at normal pace. Like usually these guys do their own stuff and then they'll just like hit me up just to like have a relationship, just to talk to people. It's kind of hilarious. I'm getting like weird gigs just to like hang out and chat and just talk about music sort of thing. There's a lot of collaboration, but it's weird collaboration, man. It's like this. It's like we've been on a couple calls, Jamie and I doing like production sessions with other producers and going through all that stuff. And it's weird. Like, it's just like, it's very, very strange. It's like, it's awesome to meet people and connect in, I guess, a unique way when we normally wouldn't have done this, but it's nice because it kind of gives us the advantage of being able to do this too, right? Like we couldn't have done this 30 years ago. We couldn't have connected virtually. It definitely kind of takes some of the soul out of it though.
Yeah, I've been collaborating actually with a lot more people this way as well, because you know some people are just like, I mean, hey, some people are really sitting at home doing nothing, so it's like that's one part of it. But then there are people like us that are pretty busy, so it's like I want to collaborate with you, but I got to knock this out as well. So it's like that half and half type thing.
Yeah.
What's something you would want to put out in the atmosphere to the people that you want them to hopefully hone in on during this time?
Like for us personally, or just in general?
Both. There we go.
I think in general, one of the things that you know I'm trying to do, and kind of the people who have like reached out saying they're having a hard time, whether it's like friends or loved ones or family, it's basically just saying, take the time and reflect and take the time and figure out what's really important to you and who's really important to you. And I think that because there's nothing we can do about the situation right now, it's so important to just take advantage of it. And unfortunately we can't take advantage of it by traveling, and we can't take advantage of it by doing this and that and the other, but we can take advantage of like being, sitting with ourselves and like actually reflecting on a bunch of things. And that's what I've been, doing a lot of as well. It's in the past 2 months, ironically enough, I've never been closer to everything that I've ever wanted, because it's so apparent, because there's nothing to distract you, right? It's just right there in front of you. There's no other distraction. So you get to hone in on, okay, this actually feeds my soul. This makes me happy. And in the past, few months, I've never felt so close to my goals and so close to things I've always wanted. Yeah,
that's lit. I like that.
That is lit, to be honest. It's 10 out of 10 for me.
I like that. I like that. Hey, what's up? What you thinking?
I mean, like I'm kind of a psychopath, because I always take times like this when like there's no distractions and try to just like learn a new skill or like learn something new. I always feel there's so much going on in the world, and there's so much distraction at any other period. Exactly like what James saying. It's like it's amazing to kind of get closer with yourself and like assess what you really, really want to do. But for me, that's like learning new things. It's like I just like did a Photoshop course last week and like learned how to do all that.
There you go. Yo, it's like before it was like you just had to focus on music. Now it's like you got to worry about content in the video and what the picture looks like and like, how many frames per second and like
you want to be the Roland switchers and be a pro on how to run it all and everything. They make it pretty easy, but
all of those type of things. I always challenge people to communicate more and communicate better, especially around now. Like there's people you probably haven't talked to in a long time that you should reach out to, and maybe you do something cool with them, maybe not.
And don't make me feel bad.
I'm just saying, I don't want you to feel bad, but hey, listen, one of those friends that you don't talk to might be in a position to do something crazy for you. They might have just met somebody yesterday that needs what you need, so you just kind of never know. That's my thought process anyway. I don't know.
Absolutely.
100%.
And then some, I've been really, musically, just anybody that needs anything, people know, just hit me up and I got them. But it's been cool. I've been staying pretty busy working from home, so.
Good, man. There's tons to do. I think it like even the playing field too. You look at like even A-list celebrities or A-list artists and B-list artists who like usually had such a tight knit camp of like writers and producers. All of that's being expanded right now because
for sure.
Everybody's interested in what everybody's doing, and I think there's people finally have time for that because they're not running around from session to session with.
And all those people are on the internet at the same time now.
Yeah.
Scrolling and looking for content.
It's so congested right now on the internet.
Yeah.
It's like before you'll have like
Scary,
5
like-
people on the live. Now it's just like live. Like, can you guys all like get together and do a live? Because this is too many.
Just do one group live where everybody gets
And you feel like you're like New Orleans or something, like with a string of bars, and you're like, oh, this one has happy hour. Oh no, this one has good music. No, this one has good food. No, this one has good people. No, we got to go back to the other one after this.
Yeah. No, that's exactly it, man. Yeah, there's
That's
so much.
exactly how I feel with the lives. Oh my god.
That's it. Yeah, we were doing a couple a week, and it was just too much. Like it was just like we don't have anything to say. Like we're still in quarantine. Like everybody's doing the exact same shit.
Yeah.
Like, I can only feed so much
yourself
content.
in.
Yeah. I mean, like I just felt bad for the people tuning in. I'm like, I have no new info for you. I'm sorry.
Right. So I know you guys put out the acoustic version, but what else are you guys working on or going to release soon, or something special or something top secret? What you guys doing?
We're a couple of cliches, so we got a cover of If the World Was Ending coming out May 29th, I believe. It was just a sign of the times, but actually the ultimate reason why we did it is because we posted a cover of it on our TikTok and it went viral. I think we just hit 3 million views, and for us we were like,
hey, shout out to 3 million.
We paid you to say that before we got on.
No, you didn't, but shout out to 3 million.
That's what I'm saying. And we were pumped. We were like, oh, all right. So we
y'all gotta promise to let me know when it hits 5.
I got you. I got you.
All right, cool. That's all.
I only want you to do our promo videos from now on.
Listen, I got you. Hey, listen, everybody, 5 million. When we get to 5 million, then we're gonna drop another one, and then that one's gonna go to 10 million, and that's what we're gonna do. All right.
You're our guy.
All right. Okay. Whew.
I'm dead. Yeah, so we got that coming out, and then I Wish. Holy Elijah.
Oh, yeah.
Killed I Wish.
We did a flip of I Wish by Stevie Wonder, actually. So
yes.
was just messing around with like the production, went to go get the sample cleared, and that's unclearable. So we just
that's definitely unclearable.
Yeah, I mean, like unless you have a spare 500K sitting around, it's not like gonna happen. So we got a bunch of great session musicians to come in. Actually, one guy specifically who handled the whole thing and played all the OG parts with like all the OG synths and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's a cover, and we're putting that out. I don't know when that's coming out, but it's crazy. I mean, can I play you shit, or is that weird?
You can. I don't care.
Can I play you shit, or is that weird? He said.
I mean, I mean, like I don't know if what you got a license and shit, but like it's pretty fire.
Man, play it. We'll figure it out. If we got to cut it out, we got to cut it out. But we gonna play it now.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like, basically.
Now I'm gonna. I'm looking for the samples on it. Hang on. No samples. Too. Hang on, I gotta switch my shit. It might be terrible quality, but you'll hear it.
Shit, about you, only was my dome. Shit, I didn't really want it. I can't wait to go back. I want this so bad. No, don't. Street, I'm missing mission. I miss those days. Yeah, do it next to me. I want those days. I sit the
Went away.
It's cutting out.
You went away. No.
It's cutting out.
No.
Oh, why? Why is
It's cutting out. That's all right. You get the gist.
Right.
Yeah, we get the gist. Don't worry about it. Hey, everybody, we're gonna drop that one live. Whatever episode when that comes out, that's gonna be our closing number for the episode.
That's gonna be it. We'll just vibe. We'll just be going nuts.
Yeah, we'll just do a video like this and just party too.
Yeah. And we'll just call that one.
I got a question. Who would you guys want to collaborate with? Like, you name them. Anyone. Who?
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
there's so many people. Like, do you have time?
Alive is better because who knows who's watching this. They might, who knows.
I'm obsessed with Steven Tyler. Aerosmith. I'm just obsessed with him, and Cher. I have this random obsession with as well. Don't even listen to her music very much. It's just like her as a person. I want to be something cool. And Jessie Reyez. Like, Jessie Reyez is a big one for me because I think it's so. I listen to like her own project, and then I listen to like collaborations she's done, and I love how she can adapt really in like an authentic way, and I'd love to just like see what we could create together. Elijah.
All right. Elijah, come on, you got to know. Come on.
You got to. I've been like, I don't know, I've been writing like a lot of bedroom pop stuff lately. So like I have people like Love or like Bazzi, trying to think. I mean, like high end would be like Adele, but like I don't know about Adele. I don't know about collaborating with Adele. I think she does her own shit.
Hey, guess what? You never know. You'd be surprised. I know people in Adele's camp. I would be able to. I'll ask if I can. Aaron Draper. What is her scenario? Let us know.
If you have a new album, I need to be on it, please.
Right. She lost. She's good. She's good.
Yeah.
I think you can do it.
Yeah. No, she's obviously a god. So I mean, yeah, like people like that. But like for me, it's more just about like somebody doing something cool, like somebody doing something like that's cool and digestible and something exciting. Somebody who's using, I don't know, gear in like a really unique way, or like writing in a really unique way, or just doing something to feel very authentic to who they are. So it's not specifically one person. Like obviously I have examples, but it's more just like if you're doing something cool, like I want to be involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I recently did a bunch of shows before all of this with Chromeo, and like that was like a really fun experience just because, again, like you said, gear and using it in creative ways, and just like it was super fun. We did.
They work with all the what's it called, iConnectivity guys too, huh? You work with that?
They do a bunch of
Al's such a good guy, man. He sorts us all with all his
stuff. And I know Henry Strange is my guy.
Henry's cool too, man. All those
we all toured together, man, over 10 years together.
Over
10 years ago per se.
They're all good, all really, really good guys.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm not gonna keep you guys long because we just bonded a little family here. I just feel like we connected, like people. We're gonna collaborate, so we're gonna do something. We're gonna do I don't know. We're gonna do a part 2 of this when it hits 5 million.
5 million. 5 million. We'll be back.
5 million.
Thank you guys for coming on and chatting with me, and we're gonna make sure we hit 5 million and 10 million, and we're gonna keep it going. Y'all gonna come back on here as often as you want. We can't wait for everybody to tune in for the live stream and the release of that cover. That's a record.
The cover.
That's a record.
It's gonna be insane, man.
We're so.
All right, if you guys want to say bye to the people, y'all can say bye to the people. I'll let y'all close it out.
Jam, I don't know.
Buddies. This is Zoom 101. Buddies, thanks for watching. You're perfect. Hope you guys are all well and safe and doing miraculously. We will see you when all this is over.
We'll see you on the live stream.
Yeah. Live stream. 5 million, 10 million.
He's gonna be throwing out money at them.
I'm sick of that toy that you're talking. Take another shot with somebody out to cut me off. Sick of that way that you're walking. You say you want it all, but I always see you running off. Yeah, only miss haze when I'm this drunk. So baby, pick up so we can just toy. I'm kinda lonely. Drinking from the bottle got me thinking that you're all I want. Out all night, came alone. My life, think I lost my phone. This girl's so bright, I guess she'll do it. Got her in my bed, but I just want you. Baby, come and save me. I'm thinking we can make it. I want you back, no, I want you back. Baby, until you found me. But then we started fighting, I was scared that we would lose it all. But it would cause now I'm falling. Was kinda hoping you would be the one to come break the fall. Out all night, came alone. My life, think I lost my phone. This girl's alright, guess she'll do. Got her in my bed, but I just want you. Hey, hey, baby, come and see me. I'm thinking we can make it. I want you back, no, I want you back. No, baby, baby, come and see me. I'm thinking we can make it. I want you back, no, I want you back.
Yes. Shout out to Jamie and Elijah. I really enjoy getting to know them and get to learn a lot about what they're doing, their process. And, you know, we'll tune back in with them. We're working on some cool things. We've been in communication. Yeah. So, let's see what you guys been up to. Everybody tune into the Roland at Home videos right about now.
can see it. Soon it's gonna rain. I can see it. Soon it's gonna rain. I can see it. Soon it's gonna rain. Soon it's gonna rain. I can see it. Soon it's gonna rain. I can see it. Soon it's gonna rain. I can see it. Soon it's gonna rain. I can see it.
Yep. Hope you enjoyed those. Guess what? If you post your videos and use that hashtag, we can show your videos too. Yes. So shout out to Roland, Music Cares. We are here, and yes, you. Thank you for tuning in. This was another episode of Town Hall Meeting with the Mayor. 808s while you wait. Roland, and we are out of here.